Hi guys, I'm Jamie from the Abode Academy and welcome to our YouTube channel. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe for any future videos. So what we're going to do now is unscrew our manifold filter. And again, I've got a little bucket of water here with my brushes in just to clean those parts down. Okay, so your manifold filter, you pull your filter out, leave that to one side for a minute. Inside the manifold, we have a spring. So we're going to drop the spring in there, and I've got my brush, and we're going to just give it all a good clean in the water. Got a toothbrush, so I can get right up inside there. So I'll just put that to one side for a minute because that's nice and clean. And now we're going to go on to the actual manifold and I'm going to get a brush around the edges here, because I would say the most important thing to keep clean is these threads. You do not want to let these get too dirty, because if they don't screw on properly, then you're going to have a lot of leakage coming out of the sprayer. So again, in my toothbrush, giving that all a good clean around inside, dropping any water out, and I'll probably just fill it up about halfway, like you're shaking up a cocktail. Like so. Okay, that's good. And then we're going to go to the spring. Give the spring all a good wipe down. And I'm going to drop that back into the filter, and the filter then goes into the manifold. And then what you're looking for here is the spring to be actually falling out of the bottom here, like so. That's the way it goes back in. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to drop that back onto there. Screw it with the manifold filter back on. Okay, that's hand tight. And that's how they want to be. And now we're going to come to the gun. I'm going to pull the trigger to get the excess pressure out of the line. I'm going to pull my trigger in. I'm going to unscrew the handle from the gun. So in general with these, I would say that you want a 100 mesh filter in at all times. So the Tritech ones are yellow. So a 100 mesh filter for spraying everything basically. You don't need anything else unless you're spraying a very, very high viscosity paint. Then you might want to put something different in. But for the emulsions, I'd say 100 mesh, which is yellow for Tritech and blue for Graco. So that's all nice and clean now. Also, there is a spring inside here, so you do not want to lose that spring. So you can see that is going up and down. If I tip that right upside down, the spring would fall out of there, but you'd have to just drop it back in. So if you lose that spring, then the sprayer won't work, the gun won't work. So now that's back in, and it goes back in, so you want the fatter end at the bottom and the thinner end at the top. So screwing that back on, and again this is hand tight, pulling the trigger in, and then we're going to put that guard from there back under there.